there, everybody. It's your boy, Shady Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Dima, I'm a piano music. So guys, unfortunately, we've been covering the situation regarding our brother Takeoff. And of course, it is a very sad situation that has emerged in the hip hop community. And I hope that the hip hop community can mourn the devastating loss of our brother. But you know, Shady is game for the opportunity to attack. And recently she dropped this particular song, right? And it is perceived as a diss track. Now, again, this new, I don't know if it's an album or a slew of songs, but typically it's revolving around the single life, basically this kind of women empowerment thing and stuff like that she's promoting. And let me just tell you this is what I'm going to get into for a second, right? It fits the time of a lot of women in the modern world. You're seeing how women are responding when, let's say, Lori Harvey dumped Michael B. Jordan. You know, women praising her for that. You got, Megan Good dumping Devon Franklin. Women are praising that. And, all those sorts of things that are going on. Tia Mowry, women are praising that, right? And what you're seeing with Meg Thee Stallion and Shady is an element of music that puts them in the same sort of beef culture as some of the men. They're trying to compete with the men, which I have no problem with that, right? And speaking of that, here's the track Don't Say Nothing. Now, Shady is pretty, I won't say good at dissing, but I mean, obviously she came after Little Baby a few months back, not so bad. But this one, people are saying that these lyrics are talking about Quavo, right? And she said this, post a pic in a sweatshirt, I bet it have my ex hurt. That's what I get for kissing on these frogs. He got mad and told my business to the blogs. So we're inferring that is Quavo. And in other parts of the verse, she could be inferring to him as a groupie. Now, people are cheering her on because, hey, it doesn't matter that Takeoff is passing away and he's grieving. Who cares? And it's the Atlanta hip hop community. Like, she should be able to go ahead and unleash that fire on him. F Quavo. I got it, right? But I want to talk about this particular young lady on TikTok. And I want to play this particular clip. The reason why I want to do that is because it kind of talks about the state of women and feminism in today's world. And then after that, I will come back and then we'll finish the rest of the video.
Here's why I don't like modern day feminism. Modern day feminism fueled my hate for myself and hate for men. It made me believe that the way that I was designed was never good enough and I was supposed to be this independent career woman and anything except that would leave me empty. I pushed down the desires to be a mother or a wife or a homemaker out of this feeling that I had to be something else. Modern day feminism ruins and destroys the unique, innate, beautiful, feminine side of women because they want you to be more like men. But there's something so beautiful about being a woman.
Now, that comes from TikToker Julia.Ann.Bork, Bourkque. And that is important, okay? This is somebody who used to worship feminist culture and has found out that that was not the right thing for her. Why is this important? I would like to talk about the young lady, Shanquella, right? We all know her. We all know what happened to Shanquella Robinson. Shanquella Robinson left to Mexico with some individuals in which she allegedly was being beat up by at least one alleged transgender woman or someone that was born a man. That's what the rumor is in North Carolina. And even if it wasn't, it was a woman that was hitting her. And then what happened is that you saw a man in the background recording and not helping. Okay. This is important because this is a situation that Shady is putting herself into the crossfire of men, very similar to Meg Thee Stallion. And what you're seeing women doing is when they do that, guys are not coming to the defense of Meg Thee Stallion like they would have other women. And the reason is because of her rhetoric. And so when she's talking about men are not supporting me, men are not trying to protect me, it's because of what you're saying. Okay, you want to talk like a man. You want to put yourself in the crossfire as a man. I'm not saying this right. But then what you're getting is you're seeing men are less sympathetic towards women. So now when you see things like what we're seeing with this young woman here, okay, with what we're seeing with particular individuals like Shady talking in the same manner as a man, then when you get treated like one, or if something happens and you don't get the support of one, then what you hear is a lot of complaining. All right, you're gonna hear a lot of complaining. Wow, like remember, she's a woman. Like if a guy claps back at her in the same light, wow, she's a woman. Like this was the same criticism of Drake and 21 Savage coming after Meg Thee Stallion. Meg Thee Stallion can talk as much as she wants to, and then when somebody comes after her, it's like, oh wait, she's a woman. And then now what you're seeing is men have less sympathy towards women because of feminism and because of what women are saying. So if you're gonna live the single life and all of this, and when these guys fire back, then you're gonna have to actually make a choice. And this is what I'm worried about. I'm worried about so many women out here who are not, let's say for example, masculine minded, or ability is like a man's, like Oprah. Most women or most people in general are not gonna be like Oprah, right? And you're talking to a lot of these ladies who are going out and believing that they can do the same things and have the same motivation as a man, and they want to get, talking that certain lingo. And you find out that these are the women that will most likely benefit from having a community built around them. Women that would be best off in neighborhoods, best off as they can have their careers and then still be mothers and be attached to families. And then when you hear women talking like that they don't need these guys and they want to be in the same light and in competition with men, and then when men have less sympathy for them because of that, they're highly upset. I think that women got to really be cautious, because with what's going on in the world today, men are caring less about women as they used to. And that's a dangerous thing. It's a dangerous thing. And then when women try to go out there and say, well, wait a minute, I'm a woman, the guys are gonna be like, well, you're equal. And this is what Shady is gonna get herself involved in. Because as soon as the heat gets too much, they're gonna come after the person and say, oh, well, he's, I'm only a woman, what are you talking to you like that? And furthermore, like I said, the timing of this, it's sort of odd, because look at what's going on with Quavo in Takeoff. I mean, come on now, have some decency. But that's what we're doing, right? But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shady Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.